Hey Dylan, thanks for taking my call.
Hey Dylan, big fan of the show.
Huge fan of the show. Love what you're doing.
Such a big fan of the show. I'm so glad to have a minute of your time.
Hi, Dylan. It's Gavin.
Dude, Dylan.
Look, I cannot help you. I'm sorry. It's not hard to understand, okay? So here's my thought. You would be crazy to think that. Welcome in to Hey Dylan. It's me. We're back. We're bigger than we've ever been. I can honestly say that we're bigger than we've ever been. The DBN has caught fire recently on the internet, on Instagram specifically, and such a huge audience. We have such a knowledge of football and of movies and pop culture and whatever. So we're here and we're ready to get going. And I have two special guests today. It's been a while since I've had them both on at the same time. Very near and
it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a little too long, some might say, but we're here. We got Shay, we got Richie. We are going to be talking the 2022-23. That's kind of crazy. 22-23 like football season. We're going to be we got some futures, we got some thoughts, we got some buy or sell, and then for some reason these clips we've been throwing on Instagram but doing well. One of them, Remember the Titans. Gosh,
oh boy,
it's still climbing its way to 1 million. It should be there soon, but we give it to the end of the week. That's what projections are showing. But we watched it, we reviewed it. We're going to talk about it. But Shay, Richie, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
What do you have to say about the success that the DBN's been having?
Dude, I got to be honest, man. It was it's unexpected, dude.
I kind of thought it was like
we did not expect for you to have anything good ever.
No, not that. When I say that, I mean like, dude, you went from like we really wanted to. I feel like for the longest time get it off the ground.
Yeah.
And then like in the blink of an eye, dude, you just started doing crazy numbies.
Yeah. Richie.
I thought it was a joke when you just kept sending us, we're at 1,200 views, 1,300 views. Now
yeah, man.
500,000 views, close to 1 million now. Like, who would have thought, man? Who would have thought we'd have gotten that high?
It's funny, dude. And but yeah, it's wild, dude. And I think there's we say this every year, but there's more of a hunger, I think, for football this year.
It's weird, dude. It's weird. I feel the same way.
Even doing a fantasy draft last night, the fact that we still have 2 weeks, but I can see the schedule is on my fantasy players. I know when everyone's playing. And yeah, it's crazy that we're back. It's wild.
I don't know why I feel that. I don't know. I feel that same way though.
Like even watching college football yesterday, Shay. How did you do? The week 0. Did you see anything surprise you? UNLV, is that going to be a team that
no
you're going to pay?
They're still trash, but Idaho State's worse.
I want to hear though. It'd be interesting to hear the Vegas sports talk guys talking about UNLV, just the locals.
Well, I think they won 2 games last year.
Wow.
I think they went 2-10.
They're
already halfway there. But I definitely think they'll be better than last year. They got some good transfers. I think it's that coach's third.
State looks nice.
Yeah, and they got that running back from Louisville. So I think they'll definitely be better. They play in an all right conference. But I feel like they should definitely win more than 2 games this year. Who knows? Maybe I'll be in attendance or something.
Hey. Yeah, do you feel it with college football too? Do you think that this year is there's a special hype around? Because it's hard every year because players move on and go on, but there's still got to be, the issue of you can't connect to these players because they leave. That's my hardest problem with college football is you can follow one team and you be with them forever.
And I would say, and I think Richie would agree with me, I think it's even worse now with the transfer portal
Yeah.
Dude, like ASU has like an entirely new roster from top to bottom. It's just like I think that part will make college football worse in the long run. I don't know. To me, like college football just has a weird future, man. Like I don't know, dude. Like with all the NIL and the transfer portal, like it's just gonna seem really top heavy. With like 2 super conferences, and I feel like that's gonna turn a lot of people off to college football. I love college football, but I don't know, man. It just like in the next like several years for college football, it just seems really weird. Like I don't know how to forecast it.
Dude, what's wild too is like sports in a crazy way because of betting is getting even more popular. Like people who wouldn't normally watch, Hawaii and Nevada play each other, or whatever, but you can bet on it now, and it gives you incentive.
Exactly.
It's like fantasy, and it's just a good way to lose even money. But
I feel like in the past I'd always been more excited for college football than NFL, but I feel like it's changed ever since kind of what Shay was talking about. You just got dudes leaving every year because they can now. It almost seems like there's no like loyalty anymore. Dudes don't want to stay somewhere and like grow, and it's tough for the coaches. You got to feel for the coaches a little bit too, because they're there for a job. They're trying to build a culture. You can't build a culture with guys coming in and out every year. You need those guys there for 4 or 5 years to get that culture there and establish how you want that program to be ran. But we'll see, man.
Yeah, we got to hit some tailgates this year. No, so for NFL, what we did, we thought up, we came up with some futures of future bets before the season starts. Tickets to I got one at minus 115, but I also got a plus 2,000 little thing that I'm like,
Jeez Louise.
you gotta go. Hey,
Okay.
but it's a sprinkle, light sprinkle, maybe like quarter unit. We'll just sprinkle. That's all we'll do. But let's go around. We'll do one at a time. Richie, you want to start us off? What's a future you feel pretty good about?
Very first one. As of Wednesday, I'm now a Colts fan for the shoe. So mine first lock,
Gonna be a lot of fourth downs.
Colts to win division at minus 125.
Wow, Colts to win the division minus 125.
Checking into the game last night, our boy was pinning them deep. You're gonna let that man kick it inside.
Who's set to win? Who's set to be second? Like, would it be Houston?
The
Probably
Titans.
Tennessee.
I think they were like plus 150 or something.
Wow.
But the Titans got worse. I mean, they lost their best receiver.
I feel like as far as like nationally broadcasted, I feel like the Colts don't get broadcasted a lot. Like they're going to be.
And I mean, they got an upgrade in quarterback from Carson Wentz to Matt Ryan too. So
they definitely don't.
Yeah, but all right, Colts. That's that's a reason to pay attention to that division, because otherwise that's tough. All right, Shay, what do you got?
I'll piggyback off that and kind of segue into my first one. I know Richard talked about the Titans. One of my futures is Titans to not make the playoffs at minus 120.
Wow. Why? You just see too many weaknesses?
I think they did get worse. Ryan Tannehill isn't good. They lost their best receiver. Actually, the 2 top receivers probably. Derrick Henry's bound to regress at some point. Their offensive line is not that great, and their defense has gotten progressively worse over the last several years. I just think there's too many good teams in the AFC for them to get a wild card spot, and I think the Colts will, like Richie said, win that division.
Wow. All right. Mine is I'm going with a player prop first.
Okay.
Let me see what I got it at. Lamar Jackson. I think it's going to be a big year for Lamar Jackson.
I think so too.
I think when you look at like the last couple years of Aaron Rodgers winning the MVP, Lamar Jackson, they're both in divisions that are kind of in shambles. And I think Lamar Jackson, if he's healthy, it's all about healthy. He's in a contract year, but if he comes back healthy, to me, over 23.5 passing touchdowns at minus 125 is great. And the sprinkle would be Lamar Jackson MVP plus 2,000.
Wow.
Is the sprinkle, because I think like that's where the most you don't have tape on Lamar Jackson like it's only from a few years ago now because we had the bubble, we had injury, and so I like Lamar to have a big year. In again with the Steelers are figuring it out, the Browns are a mess. Like I like the Ravens to probably have a great regular season and fall to the Bills in round 1 or something.
Dude, it's funny you mentioned Lamar Jackson. When the Cardinals played the Ravens the other day in preseason, I watched like the first 5 minutes of it, and they said Lamar Jackson gained like 28 pounds this offseason.
Wow.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah. That's tough. But I think the contract years is a big deal for these football players because once they get paid, like Devontae Adams scares me as even a piece on like a fantasy team because like he's getting big money now. He's made it. Like he doesn't necessarily have to play as hard, and I think this is an important year for Lamar Jackson. So I like the over touchdowns, and I'd totally sprinkle on that MVP.
That's interesting, man. That's not a bad play.
That's where we're going. That's what we do. Richie, what do you got?
We're gonna keep it for the boys. Next lock, we're gonna say Panthers over 6.5 wins.
Panthers.
That's not a plus 105.
My next one
is our boy got injured. Hopefully
my next one is also a team win total. But could you find 7 wins on their schedule? Because that's kind of what you have to do.
I went through it a couple times. I can find 7 wins, man.
Yeah.
Their division's not the greatest outside of the Bucks.
Yeah. It is funny how Panthers-Browns week 1 is really interesting, and you would never think that would be an interesting week 1 matchup.
I think having Baker is going to help Christian McCaffrey not have to carry the load as much too. Hopefully keep him healthy all year long.
Yeah.
I think they'll get that 7 wins.
All right. 7 wins. Panthers. Yeah, it's going to be real fun for you to have to watch the Colts and the Panthers all year. That's I don't think those are – we were talking last night that, like, if you were to jump ship on your team, who would you go, like, root for? And we all agreed it's probably the Chargers because that's, like, a young, fun team.
Yes.
Like Justin Herbert, easy to root for. Like,
yes.
If we could all jump ship. But the Colts, Panthers, man, that could be a tough.
Tell the people the Colts are on the come up this year, man.
Hey, if McCaffrey, if he can stay healthy, could be good. Shay, what do you got?
All right, mine is another team total. And this one hurts my heart to do, but it only makes sense, man. I got Cardinals under 8.5 wins, minus 115.
Is that like crazy good value too? Like you think that should be minus 300?
Dude, they're not good. Their defense is trash, man. They got no defensive ends that can rush the passer. Their cornerbacks, dude, it's like I don't get me started. They refuse to get any cornerback help. Their safeties are decent. Their linebackers are okay. Actually, not even okay. It's just really Isaiah Simmons, and you just gotta hope. You just gotta hope Zaven Collins is somewhat capable of doing something. Offensive line, they're all right. I don't think James Conner is going to have 900 touchdowns like he did last year. And then, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is suspended the first 6 games. So, I mean, he's really having to rely on throwing to Marquise Brown, who is fine, but he's really a number 2 receiver, maybe number 3. And I don't know, man. I just think it's going to be rough. Like Kyler Murray finally got his paycheck. Yeah. We'll see how he plays. But I really like that bet under 8.5 wins. Defensively, I don't think they're going to be able to stop anybody. They play in probably a top 3 toughest division of football. Just not good, man.
That's a good bet though for you because if they go under 8.5, you win your bet. That's a plus. If they go over, you're happy that they went over the wins. So
yeah, but I mean, they're gonna go what? Because what do they play, like 17 games now? So they'll go 9-8, maybe make the wild card. Get the number 19 pick.
Hey, we saw what happened with them in the wild card last year.
Oh, dude. Don't get me started.
All right. Cardinals under 8.5. Then I'll do my team total. I can find, and I think Bill Belichick will find 9 wins for the Pats this year. So I am going to take the over. I don't think it's higher than 9 though. I would not go over a 9.5. I wouldn't do it. But 8.5 sounds right. And looking at their schedule, I don't think we get swept by the Dolphins this year, but I also don't think we're gonna go 1-1 with the Bills. It's possible, anything can happen. I don't know. I think they're gonna be experimenting a lot this year. I mean, they got 2 offensive coordinators, 2 play callers, and so I think they'll squeak out some wins. I think it'll happen. I think it'll be ugly. It'll be like Cam Newton's first year, where it was like not great football to watch, but I think the Pats will get 9. I don't believe in the Dolphins. I don't think I believe that the Dolphins are going to be. They scored 38 yesterday or something. Like, that's sick, but dude, I don't think it goes. I don't think it works down in Miami.
Anytime you got Belichick, he's going to put you in position to win some games.
Yeah.
You got to trust that.
Yeah, and I do this is Mac's sophomore year, and it's like, is he Mac Jones or is he Brian Hoyer? Because I think we're gonna find that out. Like,
you don't want that.
Like, I think Brian Hoyer could maybe get a team to 4 wins a year, and I think, I don't know, we'll find out. But that's one. Yeah, I don't know if I'm trusting my heart too much.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, we'll see. It's hard. Yeah, but I won't bet any higher than 9. So, Richie, what's your third and final?
Third one at plus 150. I have Raiders to win 10+ games.
All right.
I think maybe even a little sprinkle on them to win the division at plus 700, 650, whatever you can get it at. I think they probably got the best. They improved the most out of any team in that division over the offseason. Maybe you could say Denver just adding Russell Wilson, but I think they'll be better. I think it's going to help both Devontae Adams and Darren Waller out that they have another great receiving threat that teams aren't just going to be able to double in and hone in on one guy. I think
with those weapons, dude, Derek Carr should win the MVP. Like,
I could see people sprinkling on that for sure.
Oh my gosh, he just has so many weapons. Like, if you gave Aaron Rodgers that or Tom Brady,
Hunter Renfrow too. Like, he gets he doesn't get a lot of shine.
He's a 1 on a lot of teams.
Yeah. If he was with Tom Brady, he'd have been like a Wes Welker, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah. All right. That's an interesting division. I can't picture like Russell Wilson, only getting like 6 wins for the Broncos.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one to watch. Shay.
My next one will take me back to the NFC West. I'm going to take the Rams to win the division at plus 130. I can't believe I was getting that kind of price on that.
Dude, their team total win 10.5 is minus 110.
I know, and
that's what
I think people are scared by Matthew Stafford's elbow. Which rightfully so, I get it. But I just think they're too talented, man. And I thought that last year, and they won the Super Bowl. They still added pieces. They got Allen Robinson on offense. They got Bobby Wagner on defense. They're still really good.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals aren't winning that division. The Seahawks might win like 4 games, maybe 3. And the 49ers, I don't trust Trey Lance.
Your defense can only take you so far.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I mean, at some point, teams are just going to go all in on doing whatever it takes to stop Deebo Samuel. I love Brandon Ayuk, but I don't know, man. I just don't see it with the 49ers. I didn't see it last year, and I was justified for about half the season, and then they turned it on, got to the NFC Championship game. But I just don't see it with the 49ers. I think the Rams are far and away the most talented team in the division. They won the Super Bowl last year. And like I said, other than Matthew Stafford's elbow, I mean, they didn't get worse. So you got to take that into consideration.
Yeah. I like their team total over. That's my third as well. So, I don't see why they don't win the division. So that works. Good future. And then we all have a fourth one that maybe we're not sharing. Do you want to say mine is I picked the Super Bowl winner. So we'll find out. But,
that's how big you went?
Yeah.
I went a division win. I went a division winner, but it's not the favorite in that division.
Okay. So you took a dog.
I went 4 division winners for like a parlay.
Oh, damn. All right. Little parlay future. Football is back. All right. Couple little buy or sells here. Okay, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna tell you something. You tell me, you buy it or sell it. So Tom Brady, this is his last year, and we're gonna see a lot more things like this Masked Singer. Like in this last year, there's gonna be a lot of those weird outside of football Tom Brady dramas. He's gonna be building his brand more this year. What do you think? Rather than it's a football year.
I think bye. I think he might have in that little time he took off from retirement, I think he might have been talking with people and saying, hey, maybe you go back, all that drama, all that press you're going to get just from coming out of retirement. You're going to get a lot from that. He's got his clothing line out now. He's getting other players to endorse it. I think maybe not necessarily last year, but I definitely think a lot more of him getting his brand out there for sure. Not that he needs it, but.
Yeah. Shay, what do you think?
I'm gonna buy that. Something feels weird about the Bucks this year. And I remember I told a friend when the schedule got released, because I think the Buccaneers play the Cardinals on Christmas. And I remember telling a buddy of mine that I didn't see the Bucks having a great year. I don't know, man. Something feels odd about it. Todd Bowles is the coach now. Bruce Arians is gone. I don't know. I buy that. It just feels weird. I don't know why. Can't quite put my finger on it.
All right. Next one, buy or sell. By the end of the 2023 season, we will be saying that this is a wide receiver league. Absolutely. Without a doubt.
I'm gonna say that now.
Yeah. It's not a running back league.
I just don't value running backs like other people do.
Yeah.
I think they're great, and
when you get to the playoffs, running backs aren't what win games. When was the last?
No.
Was Jerome Bettis the last Super Bowl MVP that was a running back? That might be a great pull right there.
I mean, think about the last couple Super Bowl winners. They haven't had great running backs.
Yeah. And
Cam Akers
final drive
year.
of the game, when it's close, you're not running the ball.
Who won it? Who won the Super Bowl 2 years ago?
The Chiefs.
The Bucks. Oh, the Chiefs. No, the Bucks won. Leonard Fournette.
He had a great playoff run, bro.
Yeah, he did, but I mean, he had a great playoff run, but he's not a star running back.
Yeah.
The year before that, the Chiefs won, and who was their running back? Darrell Williams or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He was a rookie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see it with running back. They're great. I think, a good running back in the playoffs can, do some things for you, but they just have such a short shelf life. I don't see the value. Jonathan Taylor's a star. He's not going to win the Golden Super Bowl. I'm sorry, Richie, but he's not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, pardon my language. Cooper Kupp was a very good reason the Rams won the Super Bowl last year.
All right.
I'm going to say so, just to play a little bit of devil's advocate. I get that they have a short life and everything, but you get these guys like Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry. They come in and they can almost take that team to the playoffs, get you enough wins, get to the playoffs, and then it's almost like that's kind of where you can say the receivers can kind of go off. But I wouldn't say that it's necessarily a receiver league. I mean, I guess if you had to pick one between the two, running back or receiver, maybe receiver. But I think if anything, it's probably a quarterback league, obviously. But I think you need almost a good running back to get you through a lot of those games if you don't have those star receivers too. So I kind of get a little bit of the both, but I think you need a running back that also can receive.
Yeah.
Not just a all ball running.
So last year was a big year of rookie quarterbacks, ton of rookie quarterbacks. So buy or sell, Davis Mills has the best sophomore year of them all.
I'm trying to think who else was a rookie last year.
You had
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence wasn't Zach
Wilson.
Zach Wilson. Dude, fantasy team name Book of More Mom was again.
You know what? I'm gonna sell that. I enjoy Davis Mills. I thought he had a great year last year for given the circumstances. But I kind of think Trevor Lawrence has a decent year.
Yeah.
I knew he threw a lot of picks last year, but now I'm not saying he's gonna make the Pro Bowl, but I think he's gonna look like a number one pick. I think at points in the season. Now we all know how I feel about Christian Kirk, but I think Trevor Lawrence. I think he needs to be in a better system. And they didn't have anything for him last year, so I'm gonna sell that.
So, Richie,
I'm gonna sell that too. Am I mistaken? Is Mac Jones not in his second year?
Yeah, this is his sophomore year.
Is this second year really? I thought it was
he took the Patriots to the playoffs his first year.
Yeah,
I think they got some upgrades.
Nearly beat Tom Brady in Foxborough. Nearly.
I think they got some upgrades at wide receiver with Devontae Parker. At least just like some veteran presence there. I think that's going to help him out a little bit. It looked like Tyquan Thornton, I think that was his name, if he hadn't hurt his clavicle, but maybe if he comes back, that can help out too.
Yeah.
I think he'll have a better year than Davis Mills for sure.
All right.
And you have a way better defense on the Patriots than Davis Mills has. So that always is going to help the quarterback out. You can get that other team off the field.
All right. Now, I had thought of this, and I don't know how the contracts align right now. But if we get one more incredible commentary season from Tony Romo, let's say at the end of this year, you think it's possible he is getting job offers, coaching job offers, just from his commentating?
Yes, I'm gonna buy that.
Like I thought about it. I'm like, dude, is Tony Romo just going to be a commentator forever? I'm like, dude, he probably could dabble in coaching with his – because John Gruden kind of kept himself in football by commentating. And then it ended up he got a job, you know? Like, and so could that happen with Romo?
What's his you say you don't know his contract?
Yeah, like I feel like he signed big money not that long ago.
So,
years,
I want to
and then you probably couldn't get out of that.
I want to buy that, but I want with the caveat of I think he would make more money as a commentator.
Oh, totally.
So I think
like if Jerry Jones was ever
how can
like
I put this?
Jerry Jones,
you know what?
Like,
you know what?
Dude,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
If he just was a yes man for Jerry Jones for a couple of years, had a great roster, and like scrounged up some playoff wins, and then jump back in the booth.
Actually, I take that back. I'm going to sell that.
You don't know.
I'm going to sell it.
Not everyone can just jump into coaching.
And I think that I think he enjoys being retired, and I think that coaching's going to.
He does like golf. If you like golf a lot,
exactly.
I feel
dude,
like
he's like a borderline amateur professional golfer.
Yeah, he plays with Jordan. Yeah, that's wild.
So I'm going to sell that.
So, all right.
I wouldn't be surprised if teams were stupid enough to reach out.
Yeah, you know, even just for like the press of it, like this team,
he's got it, man. I mean, he doesn't have to put in as much time as he would as a coach.
Yeah.
Plus, like, there's a lot of good like coordinators and stuff that people have been talking about for head coaching jobs. I don't think they're going to go to try to reach out to Tony Romo when they got good guys that are in football mode, in grind mode right now. So,
all right, this one might be a little near and dear, but come, let's say January 2023, where will Herm Edwards be getting paychecks from? You know, where will who will be his employer as of January 2023? Because I gotta hear. Listen, you guys are the Sun Devils here. You know, I mean, Shay isn't, but he is. He's the most. And I got to know what can we expect from this team this year, and where
I would argue. I would argue. I put in more blood, sweat, tears than Richie has.
Oh, you
over my
put
lifetime.
more than like most undergrads.
You know what? I'll let Richie go first.
Yeah, Richie did his undergrad there, so we'll let him.
I mean, even if they fire him, they'll probably still be paying him. So where his paychecks are coming from will probably be still from ASU. But I definitely think he gets fired this year, man.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean.
Even like he has to have an incredible year, I would say.
I mean, they would have to win 8-9 games for him to keep his job, probably.
Then what does he do? You know,
I was just at a wedding with a bunch of old teammates, and every single person wants him gone.
Really?
People talked crap about Todd Graham saying this and that, but I mean, at least we never had 15 offsides in a row in a game.
Yeah.
So I think anytime you do that as a head coach and don't make any changes, because then you go ahead and do it up the next game, you got to let him go. And I get that. I honestly think what they need to do is get rid of Ray Anderson too. That's part of the problem. I think I saw that once he wouldn't resign Trisha Ford, one of the greatest softball coaches ASU had in a while, and he just let her go. Now all the ASU good softball prospects are leaving and following her, so it's gonna be rough for ASU athletics for a while, man.
Dang. Yeah.
You done?
Yeah.
All right.
Shay's like, him and Bobby Hurley are going to be sipping Mai Tais somewhere else.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with Herm Edwards. He's not going anywhere unless Ray Anderson goes anywhere. However, while Michael Crow has done some incredible things for the Arizona State University as the school's president, really doesn't care about athletics. He cares, but he doesn't. And I don't think he cares enough to fire Ray Anderson, which would lead to Herm Edwards being gone. They just need – it's just total lack of institutional what's the word I'm looking for, man? They don't care enough, and they're falling behind in so many aspects in college football that they're setting them. Michael Crow is setting back that university years. So unless Ray Anderson's gone, Herm Edwards isn't going anywhere. I don't, like Richie said, he made 8 or 9 wins. I don't even think he needs that many to keep his job at this point. Unless the public demand gets so bad and paychecks start getting affected, nobody's going anywhere. And it pains me to say that.
Do you at all keep track of like attendance and how all that stuff, like engagement?
Absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
Because kind of the draw with
Dylan, that's all I do. That's all I do, Dylan.
Right, but if it's like, dude, ASU didn't sell out once this year or something.
Oh, they're
like
not
that.
going to. They've
Right.
lost a lot of season tickets. I didn't renew my season tickets. Granted, I don't live there anymore, but
You still would have come back.
Hey, to be fair, it is hot in that stadium, man. I
Dude,
get
it
why
does
people
suck.
don't. I get why people don't
It
stay for the
sucks.
whole game, man.
Yeah, and it's like,
but here's the other side of that. If they were really good, it wouldn't matter.
For sure. I mean, my sophomore year, we had people lined up on Monday to get student tickets.
Yeah,
they were lined up Monday, camped out till Friday, Saturday to get tickets.
that's wild.
It's tough, man,
Now the
because
best part of
it's
ASU games, the last 2 years, the best part of ASU games is when, it's the third quarter and Lexi leans over and is like, "Are we going to Casa or what?" Like those have been the more.
I was going to say the tailgates, but
yeah, the tailgates have been ruthless, and
it's just, dude. Like I don't find myself with the same passion and energy I do for them every year.
Yeah.
This year, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's tough, man. It's really tough. It is.
Yeah. The Pac-12, it'll be quite a year, I guess.
And that's another thing, dude. Like, what's going to happen with the Pac-12 in the future, and where's ASU going to go? Where do they fall in line? How are they viewed by other conferences, dude? It sucks, man. It really does.
Is ASU?
For sure.
Are they going to probably get lined up to get sent to Ireland, or going to be one of those showcase teams and go play in Mexico City or something? Like you know how they like send the Giants every time to those places. The Falcons go,
Nebraska.
those teams. Yeah, Nebraska. Whatever.
They'll send
Nebraska's
ASU.
selling their stadium now.
They'll send ASU to like the worst part of Mexico, and they'll have them play like New Mexico State or something like that.
And they'll get there, and like there won't be any games. It's just they send them.
Correct.
Just to get rid of them. I want to tell a little story, if I may. So this story comes from Larson.ry. It says, so our 14U football team won nationals that year against a team from Washington State that had a total of 13 kids on the team. but but they were well coached and big. We saw this game the night before. We saw this movie the night before, and we ended up winning by under a touchdown as they caught a ball at the 4-yard line and time expired. This movie is a part of one of the greatest memories of my adolescence.
What a comment.
Dude, what a story, man.
Hey, people were blowing those comments up, man. Good for them.
Bro, yeah, man. I was just in tears in this comment section, dude. It's just absolute anarchy. Like, even people being like, Remember the Titans is a phenomenal movie, and I was trying to figure out why it is, and it's just a great movie. But like, we did also watch it every May. Someone said that in the comments. They're like, at the end of the school year, we were always watching Remember the Titans, or like when there was a movie day, like that was an easy one to throw on. Or ABC Family had it running all the time. Like, almost like how The Office was so easy to watch, and that's why it blew up, because it's a great show, but it's also like shoved down our throats. Remember the Titans is similar, and everyone has that connection to it. It was the movie we were all allowed to watch, even though they like say things, or I don't know. It's a great movie. I can't believe it blew up the way it has.
It's a fantastic movie, man. It was probably my favorite movie growing up.
Yeah.
Just everything about it, dude. Because like when you're young, dude, especially when you're young and playing sports like football, especially, like you just really like you buy into that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, like heavy, oh, yeah. like dude, and like the music in the movie's great.
Dude, soundtrack's awesome.
Some CCR. And it's just like, dude, like it just felt like you wanted to be some of those guys so bad. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a great movie. And it's one of those movies that like if it's on, I'll tune into.
Yeah.
To watch. And dude, it's sad, it's funny, it's like gets you excited. Dude, it's a great movie. Denzel Washington, fantastic in it.
Dude, he's so good, man. It's like, and I was wondering, because you guys have obviously gone to those grueling football camps. To me, what stood out when I watched it this time was the football camp. Like, there is not 1 second of that sequence that's boring. Where they're 20 minutes training, they're going on the run, they're having their locker room interactions, they hate each other, then they start to like each other, and you get to see each character do their own weird thing, and it's the best. And
don't they run to Gettysburg?
Yeah, they go to Gettysburg.
Yes.
And like at 3 a.m. he's like waking everybody up, and
hey, that was us running the corner of Winslow.
That was exactly, yeah. I've been there. Winslow's just as much of a war zone as Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Hey, when you said that 3 a.m. part, that part resonated, just because there was at one point we woke up at 2:30 a.m. because one of our teammates lost a ball bag, and we had to do a 20-minute plain cold.
And Dylan, we were like 13 years old. We were
freshman year.
No, dude,
we weren't even high school students yet.
Dude, watching this movie too, I also like, these are grown ass men, man. These are like 30-year-old men playing like.
Julius Campbell was 32.
Yeah,
he'd already filmed 3 seasons of The Wire.
Like kids, man. Like that was very unbelievable. But no, those camps are like, I've been to summer camp before. I understand that, like when you put like
been to church camp.
Church camp, but I haven't been like, Shay, one of my favorite stories is you talking about going to Winslow and you were running up these hills and you said that you saw a broken bottle of glass and you thought about ending it. You said, yo, this might be it for me.
Hey, because that was our freshman year, dude. I think that was the worst year we had there. I think, am I wrong? Was it the worst year?
It was, so people probably see that and they see those dudes dirty 24/7. They're like, oh, these dudes aren't showering. Like, what are they doing? That's accurate. You were dirty 24/7.
Yeah, dude. It's like, what do you do with laundry? They don't do laundry
everywhere.
Dude, they told us like bring extra clothes because you're gonna throw away everything you bring.
And we did.
Damn, dude.
Dylan, yeah. I was 13 at the time, I think.
They had us put all our like white clothes just in a trash bag and they just toss them away.
Was there ever any so the way Denzel takes him to Gettysburg and Liz like so he gives this weird kind of cheesy inspiring speech, but do coaches do that? Did your coaches ever be like even the moment where he pulls PD and he's like, look, when I was 15 my parents died and send him out, and then he's like, yeah, isn't that true? Did coaches
what we got and I think it's actually a little more spectacular than that. Our defensive coordinator would read off our schedule and give us a synopsis of every team we played. And he somehow knew everything about them. And I'm like, dude, how do you know this? We'd get to the hill, and he'd be like, all right, week 1, gentlemen, we got Gilbert. Gilbert's got this, and then we'd run, and then we come back down. He's like, all right, gentlemen, week 2 we got. And I'm like, dude, what's going on here, man?
Starting quarterback's dating the hottest girl in school.
Yeah, dude. He got a B in calculus last year.
Stuff like that.
Dude, that's awesome.
But dude, it's the only thing that was we obviously didn't do pads and helmets at camp.
Oh.
I think someone probably would have died if that was the case. But
hey,
dude,
we did have to do wheelbarrows on that turf, and they did not cool it down before. There was kids with
dude, it was like 200 degrees, and we were our skin was melting off our hands.
I wonder what kind of a front that coaches put up together. Because did you ever see another coach go hey, maybe we should lay off? We've been going for 2 hours or something. Did anyone ever step in,
dude.
or do they always make it they it's very military? It's just no.
No, when you're in it, you're just trying to focus on surviving, not dying. I don't think you're thinking about what the coaches are talking about at all. You're just trying to get to that next sprint. Hopefully, it's the last one.
It's wild. Yeah,
dude, it was brutal. Now that I think, I think it didn't get as bad as the years progressed. But dude, the freshman year, Dylan, check this out, right? So they give us no intel on what to expect. So on the bus ride up there, dude, I'm wearing sandals and whatever, and someone left a piece of trash on the bus when we got there, dude. And we got out of the bus and started running sprints on running laps on the track, and I was in sandals.
They didn't care, bro.
That's insane. But
again, we were 13.
Yeah. What were the dorms there? What was it like?
The dorms? You mean the basketball gym? The basketball gym?
It was just a gym. Everyone just
So there's five. There's 5 schools sleeping in the basketball gym on the wood floor.
Just on the ground. There weren't bunks or
I mean, you could brought an air mattress, but it was getting deflated.
Dang. So you slept on the floor. That's insane. Okay,
yeah,
that's crazy.
And there was 17 outlets for 600 kids to blow up their air mattress.
That is insane. Yeah.
And usually the best air mattress, everyone would congregate on it. And so there'd be 9 people on it, and it'd be deflated. Yeah.
That is wild.
The dorms.
Dude, your cabins, it's camp.
Our cafeteria was a junior high next door.
Wow. You had to walk half a mile to go get food.
It's not. That's the truth. And then whatever they made, we had to finish.
Yeah, if we had anything left over on our plates, we had to run.
Even
after we ate.
Yes.
No downtime.
We talk about Denzel was great and just it feels very real. Would you want to play for him? If you were an elite athlete, would you be like, dude, I'd love to play for a coach who was that fired up, or would it be no? It's even I was thinking about coaches in movies Herb Brooks or whatever, Coach Carter, all these situations, Never Back Down, the MMA, I put Never Back Down in with Remember the Titans. But yeah, would you want to play for a guy like that, or is it nah, this is better for a movie?
I mean, I feel like a Denzel Washington type coach in that movie, he's gonna get more out of players who aren't as good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Richie? Yeah. So I don't know necessarily maybe elite players that want to play for him, but I think he would be a coach that would players would love regardless.
Yeah.
They didn't have a bunch of guys on the team that went and we're gonna go on and play college football.
They didn't have Boobie Miles on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The movie was pretty funny. What about the way that PD, and it probably doesn't happen mid-game, but do guys change positions like mid-season? Does that happen if a guy is not working out as running back?
Yeah, especially in high school.
For sure. Especially you get injuries and stuff too. Like you realize some guy can't play, aka Ryan Gosling, just absolutely awful.
Dude, yeah. He stands out as a sore thumb in this movie.
Bro, I know I said it earlier, but it's surprising his career took off after that, because I thought he did such a terrible job in that movie. Not even football wise, just acting wise. I thought it was so bad.
Yeah, he
dude,
was
his dad was the best part. He wanted
taking
to
Alan out.
Hey, I don't know if that was acting or not, but that was a great job acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It was it's also that is it's PG movie, but man, it's got some aggressive parts in it, and even Denzel bringing that brick into work and
dude, I remember and I'll always remember this part from the first time I watched it, when they win a game and then they go into town and they try and go eat at that place.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, you can sit in here. They got to pick up the food in the kitchen in the back. And I was like, damn, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. When he says something.
Roberto's.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's just those they kind of that weird I don't ever remember it as a kid, but I didn't realize the weird hippie kind of gay panic around Sunshine. Like that.
Sunshine.
I forgot about that kiss part, bro.
Yeah.
So did I.
And they kind of just leave it. They don't really address it. It's just but someone's like, we don't want you here either, hippie, when he's going into the school. And I'm like, was there they want to slightly touch on stop hippie hate or something? I don't know.
You know what?
It was unique.
Dude, you know what part it always looks fun when we were younger. When they're winning and they have that montage of them winning and they're eating pancakes and they change the record on the whiteboard and they have the pep rallies and they're smashing the cars. I'm like, dude, that looks awesome.
Yeah. Dude. But I will say is the dancing warm up scene. It doesn't really work. It's a little awkward to me. I don't know. Of all the things in that movie
weird,
that get you hyped, I don't know. That one was just it's kind of goofy.
I remember the coach they're playing. He's like, "Who do they think they are? The Jets or the Giants or the Jets?"
Oh, yeah. He's like, they're playing. They're in the shotgun. He's like, they're in the shotgun. What? Yeah, that's a good line. And then when they're doing the dancing, the other coach is like, "What do they think they are? The Beatles?"
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, Denzel.
Go ahead.
No, I have another kind of hot take that had really changed, dude. Hayden Panettiere is a little shit in this movie. She's not cute at all. She is a brat, bro. She is annoying.
Well, she's also
they made her do that though.
But I remember thinking oh, adorable, she's a little girl who's into football. That's so cute. But it's no, she is mad annoying. That. I mean, we know about coaches bringing their kids to practice and stuff, but you know.
Oh yeah, we do.
we do. But yeah, dude,
it's just funny.
Shit.
It's funny how I mentioned when we were younger, those movies, we loved them, especially if we played sports. But growing up, dude, that was my movie. And then I remember the first time I watched Friday Night Lights, and I was like, dude, this is it, man.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah. The movie.
And so Remember the Titans kind of segued into Friday Night Lights for me.
Yeah. That's yeah, I think it's the best football movie. Remember Titans. It's got to be. To me, I think Miracle is the best sports movie. That's my favorite sports movie. And it's kind of similar energy, I guess, but
I feel like that's just a classic answer. I feel like everyone says Miracle.
Dude, I think Friday Night Lights is my favorite football movie.
Yeah.
Football movie, I agree with Friday Night Lights. I don't think it's my favorite sports movie, though.
Gridiron Gang, starring The Rock.
Dude, that's a solid movie, man.
Yeah, that movie, probably does hold up.
Exhibit.
Dude, Exhibit. Dude, they were pumping out a lot of football movies. I think Longest Yard was also around that time.
Yeah. Dude, I enjoy it. I'll tune that. I'll tune in for a little bit of Longest Yards on.
Longest Yard's great, dude. Like, yeah, solid football scenes, and yeah, it's like their little camp. But yeah, remember the Titans?
Gridiron game.
Yeah. Tanner brought up that like spoof sports movie. I forgot what it was called. The Replacements or something like that.
Oh, dude, I like that movie.
Yeah.
Shane Falco, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I enjoy The Replacements. Dude, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there like a spoof of one with George Clooney and John Krasinski?
Oh, it was Leatherheads. It was about like the 1930, like when the game was taken off. It was like, I think it was like really goofy. Like it wasn't a fun watch. You know what I mean?
It wasn't a fun watch.
It's crazy. How are we feeling about the Mets, dude? We're entering September. This is the final stretch here. Last time we talked, you felt pretty good, but you weren't getting overconfident. I don't know. How do you feel? This is the last stretch, dude. There's one team in New York that's falling apart, and it's not quite the Mets yet.
Well, like the Suns, the Mets decided to completely disregard the trade deadline for reasons unknown. But, dude, they got to hold off the Braves, man. But no one wants to fucking beat the Braves, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone just lies down for the Braves. So at this point, the Mets got to figure they can't rely on people to beat the Braves. They just got to win, man. So as long as they win, they should be fine. I think they'll still win the division. Knock on wood. But they got to win the division, dude, because this year's the first year they're doing like top two teams get a bye.
Yeah. Damn.
So they get that bye. They obviously avoid, the Padres or whatever, but they're a fraud. Don't get me started with them.
Literally.
So you just gotta. I don't know, man. They're good. They're really good. Their offense scares me sometimes. Pitching wise, I don't think anybody's gonna want to play them in the playoffs. And I know the Dodgers are having like an unreal year, but dude, I can't see why the Dodgers would want to play this team a minimum of 4 games, dude. You're gonna see DeGrom and Scherzer twice probably.
Yeah.
Each. So dude, as long as you have those two guys going 1-2,
yeah,
I don't see how they can't thrive in the playoff situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And once you hear the trumpets, you can start the buses.
Dude. I just got a notification. I already knew, but it is a for sure thing that they'll be performing that live if he comes into a game here in the next week or so. So my only thing is like, there's so much hype around that now, dude. Like he can't let us down, So I don't know, man. I think they're like I think I mentioned this last time, but I think they're definitely still a year ahead of schedule. But you just got to hope they can resign DeGrom. He's a free agent. He's going to opt out. And then they need another bat or two, man. I don't trust their offense sometimes, but I don't know. We'll see, man. I can't have another team let me down. So,
Richie, Chet Holmgren, reactions. How are you? Not only is Chet out for a year, and I'm sure you can tell. The thumbnail can be a doctor explains the Chet Holmgren. I'm a real doctor, and there's like a big arrow. But dude, like when players get injured, like in their early years, that's not a good thing for them,
dude. Especially that type of foot injury.
Yes, and like everyone's already been saying that this man's gonna
when they get injured early. What?
Well, it's hard to come back from. Like a lot of like players who get hurt in their early seasons and they miss out on their rookie seasons. It's hard to bounce back, I mean, of course, like you go to Greg,
right?
Like Greg Oden, Markel Fultz got hurt and he was never the same.
I think it's just
Markel Fultz couldn't shoot
too.
Yeah.
Some people let it like affect them. Some people don't. Like Joel Embiid missed his rookie year. Look at that. Like
yeah, took him a while.
Plus, like what do you happen? Like since it wasn't like actually like bone damage, it'll be a lot easier to come back from like structurally.
Yeah.
Won't be as much of a change, which is good.
It's just wild because he broke like in the same way that everyone kind of had joked about that, like, oh, he's gonna get bodied by LeBron once, and then he's gonna be, meme of someone
Yeah,
in
but
the
I mean,
hospital.
if anybody comes down on their ankle like that, that's going to be the same thing. It wasn't because he's small and LeBron's big. Like that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, just it's sad, dude. There's gonna be a lot of hype around that OKC team.
I think honestly they'll still be okay. It'll be fun to watch them play if I can find a link, since they're not going to be on national TV ever. But
yeah,
maybe they get Victor Wembanyama, whatever.
Wembanyama.
Yeah,
They said he's the best prospect in
that'd be
years.
dangerous, man.
years. Where's he from?
France.
Wow,
Like 7-4 or something.
7-4.
Hey, I think I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be real with you guys, man. I think I'm gonna have a fantastic college football season.
Really?
I really do, man. I really do.
All right.
I don't know, man. I just feel locked in, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I might be the prop king. I went 2-0 yesterday, so I don't know. The energy's good. I feel good.
Yeah.
I just think I'm gonna have a really good college football season, man. I really do.
Gonna have
one
a
that could
watch it in.
potentially put me on the map.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we get that map up nice and open and get you on there. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for football, dude. Like Richie said.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I was saying, like Richie mentioned, in a new house.
New house. You getting the what do you think about? You saw YouTube TV. You can now watch 4 channels at once.
Yeah, dude. I was looking for that yesterday. Couldn't find it. It's not available yet.
Yeah, I would guess it like you have to like upgrade the apps on all these TVs and stuff like that. Then you'll be able to disperse it. But the YouTube TV app isn't the best one. It's not as.
I don't mind it.
It's not super friendly. But it is what it is.
What were you gonna say about Vegas?
Oh, is it as hot as like? I feel like it's pretty
temperature-wise?
miserable. Yeah, like worse than Arizona, or does it feel pretty similar?
A few degrees difference, like 3 or 4 degrees. Yeah, hot as hell here, dude. You saw the picture I sent the other day, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm dying out here.
Leaking. You two both buying a house, like moving into a house a month apart from each other. That's kind of crazy.
No, we'll probably be moving in at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm hoping
we gotta save
the end of the month, but we'll see.
We gotta stay in this apartment until our lease isn't up until the end of September. And they wouldn't let us out early.
Wow. Well, sometimes that's how it goes. All right, boys. Well, thanks so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. Richie, any words for the viewers? Where can people find you? Where can people find
Instagram, RichieB4.
Dang. Always looking for new clients or what?
Always. Once I move into the house, going to be doing some home calls. So
hey.
Yeah, Richie, do you have any good stretches that people should do every day? Like should the trunk twisters, is that a good one?
I mean, that's not necessarily a stretch, but more mobility work. Yeah.
Like, do you recommend standing desks?
Man, that's all I gotta say. Stretch your hamstrings.
Hamstrings. All right.
Dude, I feel like an old man, dude.
What's the best thing you can do for your joints? Because, I feel like when I'm on the pickleball court and I'm slamming my knee in my freaking
eat
meat and lift.
Yeah, Richie's on that Joe Rogan diet.
Some glucosamine.
Yeah, dude. You dry August. Did you notice like where your shit's different? Like, are you sleeping better?
So like on the Bristol stool chart, all my poops were like a 4, which is like
on the what?
The Bristol stool chart.
The hell is that, dude?
It's like the chart that tracks your like stool.
Oh, dude, mine shit would be off the charts.
That's funny.
No, but like my resting heart rate went down like 13 beats per minute this month.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Like I woke up this morning, my resting heart rate was 45.
What was your resting bitch face?
Hey. Resting bitch face.
Hey.
Hey, I think I want to start ghostwriting comedy.
Dude, dude, I wonder
Hey,
how
next
to
time
get
we
into
do
that.
Shay, I want you to write some headlines. Me and Dylan will read them like they do on Anus.
Dude, I heard that you know who Chael Sonnen is?
Yeah.
I heard that he will buy stories from people. So if like I tell a story where I was like, oh, I ran into Charles Barkley in this lobby and he like tripped and I like caught him and we laughed, he would go, wait, that's so funny. Can I like buy that story from you? And I'm gonna start telling it like it happened to me.
Now that's my story.
Now that's my story, and like I'm paying you. So, and I'm like, wow, dude. Imagine being able to
Shit,
sell.
why him? What the hell?
I don't know. He's like, I think he's got like a YouTube channel where he goes into.
Hey,
like,
wasn't he
big-
part of the fighter? Wasn't he part of the fighter and the kid?
yes, something in the kid. Yeah.
It was him and Brendan Schaub, wasn't it?
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know much about Brendan Schaub. I just know that. Yeah.
Hey, Richie saw him.
It was funny, but
Richie,
I'll be honest, he wasn't the best person at that comedy show, and he was the opener.
I'm going to the Largo tonight, actually, Shay. I'm gonna
No
go see,
way.
Yeah, I'm
Who you
gonna
gonna
see
see?
Rami Youssef.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't finished that show, dude. I want
Yeah.
to, and every time
just
I always forget about it.
Yeah. I just restarted it. I was like, oh yeah, I remember I was into this for a bit and then hopped out. But yeah, doing that tonight.
Who else? Just him?
He'll probably have some, other people.
Rami Youssef and friends.
And friends. Yeah, he's been hanging with Bella Hadid a lot lately. So.
I saw that, dude.
And dude,
I saw that on.
Well, yeah, the Largo is right across the street from
King
the Nice
maybe?
Guy, so it's like it's a good.
That's where I gotta go.
Yeah, dude, Nice Guy's cool. Richie, are you gonna go see Lil Sass when he comes to Arizona?
When is that?
Dude, I'd go see him. I think he's there next or 2 weeks. It's the weekend after Labor Day.
What do
I'm
you
gonna be in
think?
Houston.
What do you think Lil Sass's DMs are like? Have they talked about that? Like, do you think he's
No,
they gotta be awesome, bro.
bro? All these Barstool people, I wonder how their DMs look, because it's mostly dudes that follow them. You know?
I feel like there's a good amount of girls, man.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
but not for only certain people.
Yeah, it just depends. Like,
I don't know if there's a lot of girls in Lil Sass's DMs. Like it's probably a bunch of guys like trying to make jokes and shit.
like Portnoy is
Probably a
good
lot of
about
dudes
making.
saying, like, gay jokes to him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Portnoy makes content for everyone. Like it's not just for dudes anymore. Like he tries to do the the young people thing or just talk about what everyone's talking about. But like I feel like, yeah, like who's following KB as like a
Dude, I think he gets a lot of girls DMs.
really?
I do.
You think
He's
it's
like
real?
on the yak, dude. He's the one that's most like known for going like trying to hook up with girls when they're like out.
Wow, dang. Who would be the one person you would want to buy a beer for on the yak? Let me buy you a beer.
Special guest Will Compton.
Tiny Dick Will Compton. Dude, Dylan, I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't mean to. Dude, but you got to start watching the news, Dylan.
What news?
The anus news. It's a better version of Weekend Update.
Oh, really?
Dude,
I think I've
Richie,
seen clip.
Is it not funny, Richie?
It's very funny, man. This last episode of Bustin', Will brought it up, the episode he did with them. So he's trying to get other people to put onto them too. They're funny, man.
Dude, they're just like the reason I like Nick and KB so much, and I brought this up to you before, Dylan, is that they're not typical Barstool guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they really, I don't think they really like Barstool, but
Right.
like I know Lil Sass hates Barstool, and he used to
Yeah,
talk crazy shit about him.
Yeah.
But they gave him a paycheck, so
Yeah. It's insane. Yeah, what do you think Frank the Tank? What do you think his DMs look like? I bet you did. I bet you he has
I
some
DM
solid
him.
offers. Yeah.
his DMs are me. I DM him.
Frank, tough eighth inning, man. That was tough.
Dude, I bet you he has some dude, he's making so much money off Cameo. It's stupid.
That's
the
gonna
big
be
guy?
an easy
Yeah.
birthday present for Shay. Easy birthday present.
Dude, it's only like $30 too. I told Lexi, and she was like, "No."
Dude, Lex.
But who would I want to buy a beer for? Nick or KB probably. Maybe Owen. No, he doesn't drink. He's sober.
Are they coming out to Vegas again for a fight? Maybe.
I don't.
Yeah.
They still might be, but it's not going to be at MGM. MGM said no.
Oh, interesting.
They said the risk wasn't as good as what the reward will be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably fair.
Makes sense.
They did it at the Saddle Ranch, but they weren't that insane. I mean, I think when there's
and that's what I was trying to tell.
I feel like when they're not in a little cubicle office, they feel like limited, you know.
Dude, but I definitely think they're gonna do something for the Super Bowl because like a week or two ago they brought it up. I think Big Cat plays dumb a lot of times. He was like, "Oh, where's the Super Bowl this year?" Like he knows where it's at.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, "Oh, it's in Phoenix." And then someone else was like, "Oh yeah, it's the same weekend as the Open." And then Big Cat was like, maybe we should try and get out there, dude.
Yeah.
Because I think we talked about this privately, but dude, we gotta make some things happen next year in February.
Yeah.
Like Open, Super Bowl. Oof.
Yeah. No, that was huge. I remember when I think it was it Patriots Falcons?
Patriots Seahawks. Patriots Seahawks.
That was a huge. That was big deal event.
Dude, I was looking. I looked at Airbnbs like in Scottsdale that weekend, dude, and there's like none available.
Wow.
None.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that'll be a good weekend. You don't think you're going to any ASU games, or you don't know? What time
I probably am. I just don't know which ones yet. There's a couple different dates. We're going back to Arizona during the fall, so ideally I'd like to catch one while I'm there. But if they're no good, I might not want to waste my time.
Yeah.
We just go tailgate.
That's what I'm saying. Just
I'll go tailgate. Yeah,
it was
you're probably right.
Yeah, just to go from one thing to the next. It's a good night thing to do.
It is a good, dude. It's fun. Tailgating is fun,
It's a good
dude.
time. Yeah.
Dude, I want to do a tailgate like the big schools do, like in the South.
Yeah.
Bro, I want to go to a Big Ten tailgate.
I kind of went to one.
I go to like a cold ass one. Go at like.
I've heard great things about Big Ten tailgate.
I mean, like when I went to Wisconsin, dude, that was fun as hell.
Yeah.
You get there like 6 a.m, bro.
It was snowing and shit.
Wild. Yeah, Olivia wanted to go to Patriots at Packers, but she's got other plans. You know, she's gonna be in.
Dude, how much are those tickets gonna be?
I don't know. Pretty expensive. SoFi was pretty expensive, and my buddy said he's going to Bills Rams week 1, which wow, what a great week 1 matchup. He said that he paid like $400 and he's in the 300 level.
Wow.
And I paid
for one ticket. For one ticket?
Yeah, on week one on Thursday night. Yeah.
Hey, the cheapest tickets for the Colts Texans was like $20.
You're lying.
Really?
I swear, bro.
Dude.
Dude, when the Cardinals come to Vegas, it's like the cheapest ticket I've found at like $280.
Yeah. Well, dude, I think the Raiders are. Yeah, there must be a lot of hype around that team.
Patriots
what it'd be
for
like
Sunday
getting
Night
into
Football
the
against the Cardinals for Anthony's bachelor party. There's been talks about maybe doing that.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, I was good. Yeah, wonder when that party was. All right, boys. Thanks for coming on. This was great.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Your football expertise. I know we weren't brothers on the field. And we could have.
Hey, but Halfcock wanted you.
He wanted me, man. I was watching that, thinking that. I was like, dude, how different would my life be today? You know,
you would have been Ryan Gosling.
Dude, I would have been.
He has in 2 weeks.
Look, I'd have been a great locker room guy. You know, I would have kept. You know, I know my role. You know, it's what I do. You know?
Jerry.
I'd be coming up with the best yo mama. Hey. I could probably get a couple more TDs. I probably could. Yeah.
A couple more TDs.
Nah, dude. Life would have been different. But Richie and I, before you got on, Shay, we were talking about that quarterback who threw to LeBron back in the day, man. Did you see that?
What?
There's a video going around of LeBron playing football in high school.
Yeah, I've seen him play receiver.
Yeah. It's like footage from a game. First off, that grass needed to be cut bad. It was like thick.
I don't know if it needed to be cut or there needed to be grass, bro. It was all mud. It was dirt.
But like, dude, this quarterback heaves this ball like with his entire body, and I'm just like, dang, he's throw to LeBron. He looked like a monster.
Was he better or worse than Josh?
Hey, I wasn't there for that.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
No, dude. You think Josh gets this far?
No.
Come on, dude. Come on. Get out of here. We'll clip it and we'll throw it on IG.
Do you think Josh gets this far?
Yeah, dude.
Josh is hanging out with 19-year-olds right now, man.
Yeah, dude. Who's gonna be? Yeah, I was gonna say who's gonna be drinking Happy Dads first? Will it be Josh or Cody?
Josh. Dude, because you know those guys in the Army love Nelk boys, dude.
Oh yeah.
Gosh. Yo, they're straight up goals.
Fucking full send, man.
Hey,
what was that little sass tweet? Looking my wife dead in the eyes. Do you think Kyle from Nelk Boys would fuck with me?
Oh, dang, dude. Shit goes hard. All right. Well, we'll do it again soon. We'll check back in on this futures later. Feel pretty good. I think.
Are you going to Chicago next week?
Yeah, we leave. I leave Thursday morning.
What's the itinerary like?
We actually have to jump on a call and like.
Jesus.
Jump on a call.
Yeah, but I will say we've talked about Mike's inactivity in the chat.
Yeah, dude, we need to. Wait, you talked to Mike about that?
No. It's just that they're also we're to put the trip plans together 4 days before. That's uncharacteristic. Usually.
Dude, he has been very inactive.
Very. Cody been more active.
Yes.
Been more active.
Josh has been more active.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get to the bottom of that, Dylan.
Look,
I think you're just not saying.
I really don't. I'm probably in the same spot where I'm like, no, Shay, I figured you knew. At least you know something.
Man. I figured Dylan would have known.
No.
I figured Dylan would have known too.
No, I don't. I know. That's honestly I don't.
Dude, there's got to be something taking up his time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone.
Right? Or someone.
I didn't see the location thing. I haven't.
Neither did I. I was down the street from our house.
Even the fact that
they were coming back from whiskey.
But even the fact that you've noticed, like, oh dang, he's been working a lot, or he's been staying in his office later than normal. Like, I didn't notice that, so I wouldn't.
Dude, what was the whole 1 a.m. thing the other day? Wasn't that like a Wednesday night?
Well, Richie was saying they were coming back from whiskey.
No, when Cody sent that, it was from the weekend. It was when they were coming back from whiskey, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I forget what it's called. It's like a specific company, but the company that owns Hefe and Whiskey Row, they have Riot House or whatever. Yeah, Riot. They have they have a Hefe in Chicago.
No way.
Yeah, I asked someone. I was like, "Hey, do you know any good clubs, bars?" He's like, "There's this place called Hefe." And I was like, and it was the same logo and everything. But I think we are gonna go to the Barstool bar.
We might hit up the Bottle Bar in Houston while we're out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is one in Houston, huh?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Probably,
Who are you going to Houston with?
My boy John driving up from New Braunfels.
Hey, O'Brien.
Got to catch that first game, baby.
Shoot, yeah.
Hey, they're -8 that game. I'm gonna hammer -8.
Oh wow.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, dude, that's the name of the show. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button.
Take that like button and just smash
subscribe
it.
for the boy.
Hey, Dylan, you need to find out what's going on with Mike, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll. Yeah, I mean, I figured like that stuff would come up. Well, we'll get.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will come up.
Dude, I literally think it's okay and it'd be fun. You know, like we just even add him to the Zoom right now. I'm just like, dude, we need to add you real quick.
Adam, see what he does. See what he does. Hey, tell him
send
it's
the invite.
Chicago talk. Tell him it's a Chicago talk.
Okay, let me. We are still recording. We are still live. Still like and subscribe. Look, as we get bigger, you know, the DBN, you know, we gotta get better. We gotta. Here's some thoughts. What have you guys thought? Like any movie scenes that I need to do? Because when I've been posting them,
Bro,
I've tried to.
James the Giant Peach.
No, dude, I want to do ones where like when people see it, they immediately get that. Even like with Remember the Titans, like once you hear, you know, the sound
Dude,
of
I
Gary
think
Bertier's
Friday,
voice.
I think Friday Night Lights would do something, man. I really do.
Sass tweeted out on June 7th, how do I get in touch with Sydney Sweeney? He just quoted it with the Blue Lives Matter shirt and a Make America Great Again.
Dude, yeah, Sweeney. That's so funny.
Dylan, what's going on with that, Dylan? What's going on with that?
Just sounds like she threw a party that people are like, you know, it gives conservative apparently, and it's just.
Wait, did you just say it gives?
Yeah, because I think it's those types of people that are.
Hey, he hanging out LA people too much, bro.
Yeah, way too much.
Dude, I did go through a vending machine to get into a bar the other night. It was pretty insane, and I was drinking mezcal cocktails all night. That's heavy. And then like, dude, my burps and my acid.
Did it smell like fire?
Yeah, dude, it was smoky. It was like it felt like there was like a wet log that was just poured through, you know, and I just sent it to Mike and Zach.
Hey, you should have just done Mike.
Oh. Dude, just gonna press this guy.
Mike, this is not an intervention.
Wait, check his location. Is he home, Richie? You think? Or is he? He could be, you know, busy Sunday morning.
I'm pretty sure he's home.
Bro, how do you not know if he's not home?
Bro, I'm in my room. What do you mean?
Okay, now I gotta go studio mode. Okay, heck yeah.
Sorry, I'm making a PB&J.
I'm starving, bro.
I'm starving, dude. I couldn't wait any longer.
That's fine. We can always eat on the show, you know. All right. Yeah. So when Mike is ready, we'll be ready.
Hey, let's do the DBN case race, man.
Dude, I mean, look, let's honestly talk about the future of the DBN, you know, and what this thing.
I feel like we do that for Shay's birthday at the cabin.
If we're still doing a cabin.
I thought we were.
I mean, look, that's another thing. A lot of ideas have been thrown out about Halloween, about Disneyland, about oh, here we go, folks. Oh shoot. This is it. He's here. He's here.
Is he on?
He is on.
Hey, where the fuck you been? Where the fuck you been, man?
What do you mean?
Dude, you're live on the DBN.
You know what I
Mike.
mean.
What? I mean,
It doesn't have to be an intervention, but if you make it that way, you can turn into that.
Yeah, but it's intervention with great graphics.
yeah, okay. I mean, I just been working, dog. That's about all I can tell you.
He's married to the grind, dude.
Married to the grind, man. I woke up and I was like, you know what? There's money to be had. And I went and got out.
Hey, he broke Zach's coffee pot.
They're over here, Mike. These guys are over here. They're like Dylan, what's going on with Mike? Like we figure you know, and I'm like, dude, I don't. I figured maybe you guys would know. I mean, but you know, I guess this is your chance, dude. We're about an hour and 19 minutes into this thing, and we're just like, let's get Mike on.
Oh wow! All right, well, shoot, catch me off guard here. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Boy's just been working. It's only been like what? I mean, it's been like what, 2 weeks or something like that. I wasn't as responsive in the chat.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah, look, the truth is if you're absent in the chat, like it's a pretty good big sin, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, but
there he is. The camera's on.
What's going on?
When I'm absent in the chat, it's because I made Lexi mad, and I gotta take a few days off.
I was gonna say we know something bad happened to Shay absent.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Shay, you go absent for like hours at a time though too, because you like send a pic about some meter.
Yeah,
And the next thing you know, like, you're gone.
but 2 hours isn't 2 weeks.
Hey man, I'm there at the end of the day. I'll miss like I don't know, the up until the afternoon, but then I'm there looking through it at night.
Mike, are you and Shay, I guess, are you guys excited about this Game of Thrones thing? Was episode 1 pretty good?
I didn't watch it. I haven't seen episode 1 yet.
Oh, so
maybe I'll watch it right now.
Buy or sell, Mike?
Yeah, well, I don't want to say too much because Shay hasn't seen it yet, but yeah, I mean, I dove back in for sure. I don't know. I was starting to like rewatch some of the old Game of Thrones episodes before though, just because like, man, back in the day, boy, did that one hit. But yeah, I don't know. It's too soon to tell. I think it's pretty good. It's like typical HBO, like where the pilot's like super gory and it's got like all the nudity in it to draw you in, right? But I don't know. We'll see how the story goes. They're trying to steal a lot from the old one, I think. I mean, the main characters, clearly got some Daenerys Targaryen likeness to her. So we'll see if they just try to rip the old one or not. But I'm excited for it.
Dang.
Yeah, it looks good. It definitely looks good.
That's a buy.
I saw they got renewed. They already got renewed for a second season.
Yeah, I saw that like as soon as the first episode came out. Well, because it was like,
wasn't it like HBO's like highest ever?
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't they like bust out a stat of like it's the most like most streamed, whatever, of any initial release or something like that?
Yeah.
So, to which I mean, Game of Thrones prior, I think was probably the holder of that, anyways.
Probably, I would assume so.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't watch? It's in the final battle and whatnot when that was coming out. I mean, that was the biggest thing around. Show up in the office Monday morning. Hey, you catch that episode?
Dude, do you remember? Hold on. Do you remember the hype like leading into that final season?
Bro, it was.
Dude, it was everywhere. It was everywhere.
It was like Harry Potter a little bit.
It was like
dude, it
television.
was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, dude. The hype leading in that first season was on. You saw Game of Thrones shit everywhere.
Where they were doing like stories about it, like it was like where you were getting all the recaps and like the making behind Game of Thrones, right? I mean, heck, they put the final season out and then immediately put out the story behind the final season.
Correct.
Where you had to watch, Barris and all of them read the script, and you're like,
the first reading and shit, and he's crying and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cinematic event leading up to the actual release of the of the content itself. It's like a reaction to the reaction.
So
hey, speaking of reactions, let's get that rolling, Dylan.
yeah. So I always wonder if they do this like a moment where they're like, all right, now everyone look at the camera and do your surprised face for the thumbnail, and they're like, and then they freeze it, and you just place it all together, and then.
Hey, is that hard to do? Like making thumbnails?
No, it's just like a little tedious. Just editing is the same way. It just is like, yeah, it just depends on how much you give to it.
Maybe we do it for the second trailer of Wakanda Forever.
Dude, great trailer.
Hey, there's no way it can be better.
No, I think what we do. I think we can do like top trailers, like other trailers that like got us hyped. Like remember the Watchmen trailer? The Watchmen trailer was sick. Like for the original, when it's like it shows the slow motion, the song, or even the Social Network one, where like I want you to. He's like they're playing Creep.
Correct, Creep.
That's another good one. Hyped, but Wakanda Forever, yeah. I wonder if they can edit out Kamaru Usman. Or if they should. Is he in
Black Panther?
He is. That was like the big announcement, like leading up to this fight, was that he's in it, and it comes out in November. So it's not
maybe
like
he's Black Panther.
Yeah, it's not like he would be.
Maybe he's Black Panther.
I'll walk out of the theater, bro.
Dang, that would be wild. That'd be crazy.
I told Dylan he kind of like he's giving me some Andrew Tate vibes right now. I don't know why. Just like his whole setup.
It's a heavy accusation.
Dude, I don't know anything about Andrew Tate, to be honest, so I can't confirm or deny. That's like one of the Nelk dudes or something like that, or
He's Nelk
He's their leader.
adjacent. Nelk adjacent.
Essentially, yeah.
essentially? Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's hot take king.
Hey, Matt Araiza probably agrees with Andrew Tate.
Sheesh, man.
He probably does.
Yeah.
Dude, wasn't your boy Richie just like, hey, yeah, that's unfortunate, bad publicity or something like that?
Dog, I would have been dancing on motherfuckers' graves, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, you know, it's funny you say that, Mike, because when Richie sent that, because I asked Richie for a reason.
Right.
And I wanted to say, like, bro, he took way too high of a road right there.
Yeah.
But you know Matt, man, like he not like that.
But dude,
I
like
don't know,
Matt, like being on the Bills, like you're a contender. You know what I mean? Like that's special to be on the Bills right now. And so to get,
I mean, I think the Colts have the fourth best chance in the AFC.
yeah,
Is that what they say? Is that where they're ranked right now, or
Yeah.
no?
Matt Ryan.
I know if you just pulled that out your hat or what.
But at the end of the day, they're not as good as the Bills.
I will see, man.
We will. Yeah.
This man was diehard Bills last year. Like, I ain't that good. Let's be honest.
I support the boys, man. Can you blame me?
Josh Allen.
Hey, so what if Matt was with the Falcons?
Bro, he was with the Dolphins his first 4 years. They were terrible.
What if he was at the Jets?
I'd be a Jets fan, bro. Jets.
Yeah, dude.
That's not that you're not doing the chant right.
Kevin Clancy.
Jets. Right?
Hey, my player
Yeah.
when I was a little kid was on the Jets.
Dang. All right. Well,
Hey, Mike, you excited about Chicago?
Let me try to land this plane again.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that man need a vacation.
Yes, that's right, man. That's right. I put in the overtime last week. This week, I'm gonna stick down to just the 8-hour days. Give him a little half-ass effort this week, probably. And I'm taking we got Friday off and we're leaving mid Thursday, so it'll be a short week.
Yeah,
much be needed.
I'm only till Wednesday.
Oh, you go until Thursday?
No, we're taking off Thursday. So flight is Thursday. Yeah, no, I mean, but we'll be back Sunday.
Where are you guys staying at?
Dylan, where are we staying at?
It's like River North. It's like right by the rivers.
So that's right by the right by the Barstool Bar.
Yeah, it's like they
Is it?
call it the North Side.
Fine.
We're like slightly North Side.
Dude, I think they said like no hats allowed at that bar or some shit like that,
Oh, interesting.
Is that a thing?
which is weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm gonna put in that personal item.
Oh, you got to do a personal item bullshit?
Yeah, well, the to do a carry-on bag like doubled the price of the flight.
That's crazy. It doesn't make sense.
It dude makes zero sense. We're just like, all right, we'll just personal item it. Maybe we'll buy a shirt or something while we're there.
Andrew Tate.
So I'm just gonna grab a tiny little backpack and wear my clothes. You know, we'll see what happens.
All right, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, boys. Thanks for coming on. What a show. So many picks. So many thoughts, reviews, opinions. Remember the Titans. Well done. Mike, I hope you get that vacation in soon and that it's good for you. So your work, is the answer to the mystery. Shay, biggest college football season of your life ahead. We're excited for you. Richie, about to be in your own house, man. No more demanding landlord reigning over you. You should have raised the rent, Mike. You should have raised the rent.
You're gonna miss it, man. That first mortgage gonna come through, and you're like, "Dang, man, why'd I move out?"
Hey, Mike, for your money, which housewarming party is gonna be better? You think, Richie or Shay's? I mean, Shay's got the strip.
Bro, it's gonna be Shay's.
Yeah, Richie's got a kid in his house. Yeah, so
Yeah, I got
you got a child.
I was gonna say Richie actually.
No, my sister said she's gonna send him. My sister said she's gonna send him to the parents when we do it.
Yeah, I just feel like Richie's gonna
have babysitters come in.
Richie will put it on his story and everything, right? Like it'll be an affair. Whereas like Shay,
We can't go to the Aria though. After
Shay, you just need the boys. You know, you're right there, and it's like, all right, and let's get over to the strip. You know, like
Two different vibes.
Yeah, it's not like a break in the house thing. It's more like a
Hey, you know what?
the crib. Let's get back out there.
The other day, Lexi was like, well, because we talked about the cabin. She's like, well, if we go to Vegas, if we do a housewarming party for your birthday, she's like, we should get a party bus and go to the strip. And I was like, hey,
Yep.
yes,
Right.
yes,
Hey.
yeah. See, because like Shay's housewarming party is more so like, I mean, it's just a Vegas weekend again, you know.
yeah.
Whereas like Richie's thing, is
Richie's will be like a party.
yeah. Whereas Shay's, it's you're like, wow, hey, nice, moving up in this world, got yourself a spot, and then you're just gonna hop on the party bus though.
That's all it is.